Good morning and happy Wednesday. So yesterday I managed to get access to the email address after configuring the app. So that's all working. So I started looking at simple email service in Amazon and hit some interesting speed bumps. I guess I hadn't really thought about it, but of all the services that Amazon provides, the one that's probably going to be rife for the most abuse is going to be the one that lets you send emails. So today, the first thing I'm going to be doing is just closing out sending an email, but just using basic Python capabilities in my own SMTP server. So just doing things sort of the vanilla way. And that's probably going to be going forward how I'd send an email anyway. There's not much benefit in really doing it via Amazon's services that I'm aware of. Anyway, we'll see. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that. A couple of things that I've noticed. These videos are kind of morphing into a daily diary, and I figure that's not a bad thing necessarily. I'm sure that not sure, but I think looking back, we're probably all going to want to remember. I think everything that's happening at the moment is so overwhelming from moment to moment that remembering what it feels like, what the texture of things is going to be difficult to do authentically. So bear with me. Let me know in the comments if you feel that, this stuff creeping in, stuff around the sides is too much, or if it's not what you're interested in, because I know there's some wonderful people who are watching this, even though what I'm speaking most of the time is gobbledygook. So hopefully something that's a little clearer English is going to be a little bit more easy to understand, a little bit easier to understand even. But I noticed two things over the last few days that have kind of built up, that have accreted, that have started to mess with my headspace. One is having a number of emails that I know that I needed to respond to, because at the time, they weren't the most critical thing that I needed to do, and so I let them slide. I cleared my email inbox this morning. I feel so much better for it. And so I think I'm going to keep better. Let me try that again. I'm going to keep a stronger hold on that. I'm going to get back in the practice where possible of clearing out emails at the end of the day before I go off and do anything else. It's a bit of a challenge because I was working right up until the buzzer last night before having my weekly workout with some awesome international colleagues. But we'll see. At least the information's there. I know that it's an issue. The other thing is I was transitioning to a new exercise program. I haven't exercised in probably, good Lord, close to a week, and I feel it. I feel it most of all. I feel it in two places. I feel it in my headspace most of all, in my general mood. But the other area where I feel it is just in terms of how my body feels as well. It's probably a bad combination of circumstances, but it's the same. It's the same week that I also decided to cook like a giant batch of like chocolate chip cookies, and they're delicious. But yeah, that's probably made that worse. So this afternoon, even though I've got a lot to do, even though I'm going out and doing some shopping today as well, and I'm finding now that that's not as daunting. The challenges around that are known now, so it's less daunting prospect than it was to begin with. But even though I'm doing some shopping this afternoon, I'm still going to make some time to do an exercise workout to start the new program. Either that, or I might just smash out some of my last program. Actually, now that I'm talking about it, now that I'm thinking about it, it probably makes the most sense just to try and smash out one of my old program workouts, because I could get that done quicker. Maybe if I just up the reps or something. Rather than going through navigating the new program, I might move that to the weekend. But yeah, exercise, emails, both of those things had kind of built up. I'd let them just build up, and they started to mess with my headspace. Other than that, a couple of things completely irrelevant to the project, but a couple of things that I'm looking forward to today that are making me happy, that are bringing me some joy. I think it's important at the moment. I'm finding that the more I concentrate on and think about the things that I'm looking forward to or anticipating or bringing me joy, the better it is. And so I'd love to know what's making you happy. What are you looking forward to at the moment? What are the big or small? What are the things you're anticipating that are bringing you happiness? And Ed Harrison, who does really awesome cyberpunk well, I would call it cyberpunk music. Neo Tokyo is the series, I think it's called. He dropped a new album today, and so I'm going to be listening through that. I will pop a link to that, and I will also pop a link to another awesome album from an awesome Melbourne-based talent, which is very much in the same ballpark in terms of feel. Beautiful. I don't know if vaporwave is the right term for it, but anyways, gorgeous music. Yeah, so 2 albums that you might enjoy working to. There's no lyrics. It's all instrumental. All I was going to say acoustic, but that's not the right word. Yeah, it's there's no vocals, and so it can be really good background music just to work to if you like that sort of stuff. All right. So that's me. So finishing off sending an email, and then I'm going to start working on sending a direct message via Twitter. All right. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow.